Hello and welcome again to another Cooking with Regan, Cooking Canadian. Today we're making nabe. Nabe is a traditional meal. Basically, nabe means heated pot or a pot with a bunch of ingredients together. Today we're making Janko nabe, which is quite popular with sumo wrestlers. They eat it every day to get their girth, their strength. So we have a lot of different ingredients with this. This is a Janko nabe mixture, which is store-bought. I didn't feel like making natural stuff. What we do is we get the traditional nabe pot, which is quite lovely. Yeah, we make sure to turn it on. Turn it down to about medium heat. Throw in the nabe mixture quickly before it burns everything. And okay. And she is thick. With this stuff here, you don't need to mix any water in it. You just kind of let it go natural. With that, we're going to throw in some Japanese radish, or daikon, is what they call it. I've got a few notes here because my wife gave me a lot of trouble last time for screwing a little bit up. I kind of screwed a lot up, but at least I got the words right. So, we just cut this here. I'll pick that up later, honey, promise. Just grab our trusty knife. Throw the lid on that. So I have my Japanese knife here. I was given this for my wedding anniversary, or wedding gift from the family. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful knife. Very lovely. So with Japanese radish, we'll just cut daikon. We'll just cut a small piece off. We're not going to do too big today. Cut around the edges here. And of course, today's video is also sponsored by Suntory. Thank you, Suntory, for not sponsoring me. I just really like your beer. If you want to sponsor me, you can. Throw me up anytime. And also, Gilby's Gin, because I've run out of beer. And I will be making myself a gin. And yes, the closest thing I can do for a tonic that I found here in Japan. I'm sure they do have tonic. I just haven't found it yet. So what we're going to do is just cut these things into nice little pieces here. So you want to cut the Japanese radish quite small. The daikon. Because it will take a bit to cook. And as we're going along here, try not to cut my fingers off while I'm nervous. Because I get very nervous in front of a camera. Funny enough, I actually did acting. You can see my hair in such wonderful films as Android Apocalypse. Let's see, I think my knee is in, what was that movie? Thailand? Terry Gilligan. Throw this in here. Or I also have, you can see my head in Corner Gas. Lovely Canadian show. And I think I was in a couple other movies, but all they did was just show small parts of me, so I just kind of basically gave that up. Now, I'm going to make a mess here. Now we're going to go with carrot. Simple enough. Everybody knows what a carrot is. I hope so anyways. Give that a peel. Usually I have a more deeper voice, so I'll try to calm down and see if I can do this. Okay, that's a little bit better, a little bit calmer. We'll cut these into pieces. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. All my family and friends, love you guys very much. Hope it's not too cold in Canada. We had a kind of nice day today. It was, of course, I think we're at 15 degrees, 14 degrees in the Fujimi prefecture that I'm in. Throw some carrots in. I'm not a big fan of carrots much anymore, so won't go heavy with that. And Again, cut my fingers off. And here we have mataki mushrooms. It is dancing mushroom. Yeah, we'll try to open that up here. It is quite a lovely looking mushroom. It is one of my favorites here in Japan. Very tasty. Very good for soups. Has a really great smell to it, really great flavor. So we'll throw this in here. We're just going to break this up. They're already nice and clean. This will help give it also its taste. Usually you are a little bit more pretty with this. You want to make it look nice. For me right now, I am very nervous, so I'm doing my best to, you know, balance the situation here. Now I'll throw this on the side here. So we have haikushi. This is haikushi right here. Was it white green or white lettuce? So I'm going to cut this, as you can see, in half because I am not going to be eating all this tonight. I am by myself as my wife is in Tokyo right now. So cut that off here. It's already been washed. It's a good thing to wash your vegetables. I don't like big chunks. A lot of people do. So we'll go and we'll throw this in here. Nice and pretty. Try to make it nice and pretty as we can. I'm also using shrimp. So I got these nice little shrimp there. Big package on sale. I figured why not? While I'm in Japan, I'm going to eat as much seafood as I can. Give these guys a nice little rinse here. Oh. Because I spilled half of them in the sink. And I'm going to give a nice little handful. Just, you know, I'm going to get it for flavor. Oh, try that here. I can show you right now. See how hot it is. It's touchable. So as you see right now, we're getting halfway there. It's getting a little bit pretty. And while we're at it, let's make a gin, because nothing says calming down like a nice gin. Gin's pretty simple. Put some ice in. Make sure not to slip on me when I drop to the floor. Two on the floor. See here, what do I have? It is kabusi. Kabusi. It is kind of like a lime, not as strong, but of course I can't really find many limes out here. Sure, I could once I looked, but I am in a smaller community in Japan right now, and they don't even have cream, so I don't expect too much. A little bit of Gilby's gin. A little bit more for taste. Lime, squeeze a lime, or kabusi. I don't know, if you want to help me out with this one, people, that'd be great. I don't have a gin or a tonic, so I have a strong sparkling lemonade, or lemonade. It's basically just bubble flavored water. And because I am a sugar addict, which is terrible, Japan doesn't help with sugar. They have like some of the best candies in the world. These are fruit, kind of like a gummy. I love them. They're really, really good. Just don't tell the wife I have these. Shh. And I'm going to use Sprite for that little bit of sugar. So there we go. Cheers to you. So now as we're going along here, I am going to, grab the negi. This is kind of like a Japanese radish, really good. Did I already peel this? Usually you got to give it one good peel, just to make sure. I already washed it, but I will do this one more time. Okay, so here we go here. Quite long, good to smack somebody with. But please don't hit people with food. It's not really polite. We're in Japan, it's all about the respect. Okay, sorry, Logan or Jake Paul reference. Terrible guy. Maybe get beat up in the ring, but so cut them in these nice larger pieces. You want to get a nice good cut on them. As you can see right here, as I drop everything, that's okay. I'm not the perfect chef in front of a camera, as I am nervous as all hell. So we'll grab this here, throw this in. I'd like a little bit more of the greens, so we'll put some more of the greens in. If it's too far, just tell me for next time. If the camera's too far, I just wanted to get the best view possible so you can see everything. Okay, so we'll get that there. Now, we have Kamboka, which is made with fish. I didn't really get the wife to explain every detail about this stuff, but I really like it. It's really tasty. It's kind of expensive, but you only live once, right? Well, I believe in reincarnation, so you know, you live a couple times, why not? Okay, gently peel this off here. Now, look at this. Comes with its own little block of wood. It's upside down, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, see again, upside down. So again, lovely, made with fish. You don't want to cut this too large either. And you don't want to use all of it. So I am just going to cut it about 2 to 3 inches. And I'm going to use about half of it. Well, I really like the stuff, so it looks like I'm using more than half. Now you just peel this away, and as you can see, there are the cutest little things ever. So we'll grab that, we'll throw that in here. Now I'm also using pork, so I will be doing that next. I washed my sprouts already. These are just basic bean sprouts, so I'll be throwing these in here also, as long as I don't make a mess of everything. Let's see here. A little bit more bean sprouts. Okay, we'll put this here. We will put the shrimp away for tomorrow's egg shrimp breakfast. And what else do we have here? Ah, yes, the pork. This is your typical Japanese pork. It's quite different from what we have in Canada. It is finely thin sliced, not those big giant chunks of meat that we usually eat every damn dinner. As you can see, they're quite nice. It's quite thinly sliced. It's almost like bacon, but not even close, because I still haven't found a good bacon here yet in Japan. They don't smoke it like they do in Canada. Of course, you don't get a lot of smoke like they do in Canada. So I'll throw that in here. If you're Japanese and you're going, what the hell? I'm sorry. Again, I am a Canadian. Making a Japanese meal. And trying my best. Now, there we go. So we throw that in here. And so you grab our spoon, grab yourself a nice ladle, throw that in here, and oh, look at that, and we throw that on top. So this usually takes another 10 or so minutes. I don't want to cook everything too far. Not even 10 minutes. Basically now waiting for the pork to get done. And I hope everybody's good again. Not bad. Kind of feel like a waiter tonight. Went for dinner the other night. Beautiful restaurant, Tokyo Hotel. The waiting staff come in and they are dressed exactly like me. Except I had a tie on. But I could have grabbed a dish and just started working with them. A little bit embarrassing. Tell you, but I probably look better. Skinny, but no, I am in Japan. Everybody's pretty skinny here. So we sure don't want to make a mess. Make sure we put our stuff away. Fortunately, I am covering my cupboard with the bags. So I'll do my best we can like this. We'll leave this going for a bit at a nice medium heat. Guess it's a little high. And we'll see how it's going. It smells lovely. Let's see. Okay, we'll get this done here. Again, I'll try to talk a little bit more softer, a little bit more calmer. I have a very deep, very loud voice. So I've covered it for most of my life because it's loud and most people get a little bit angry if I talk normal. Shh, 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 you're too loud. So I've learned to, keep my voice at a higher pitch, make it calm, and do the best we can in a lovely Japanese community. I love Japan. It's good. Not as strong as Canadian radishes, those little red ones, but pretty close. See, what's my new setup? Looks good. I got you on my cupboards quite high up. I got notes all around so I don't forget. Pretty sure, sorry honey, probably made a mistake somewhere. And I'm not drinking 2 drinks. Honest, honey. I'm not. Okay. So we get this all here. Now this here is a boat my wife's grandpa made. All hand done. It's quite beautiful. I don't know if I can be very careful without hurting it. But he did an amazing job. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. All hand done. Now don't break it. Don't break it. There we go. Boat is safe. And see what else has he done. He likes making models. He did this lovely plane also. But it's been through hell and back. I'm going to fix it one of these days. It looks like it's been played by kids. I'll just put that in the side here. And we will see. So, of course, it's getting pretty hot. I hope you can see in there. It's looking quite lovely. Smells amazing. It's quite a rich smell. Very filling. Usually with Jenko, you usually have a rice noodle with this. But because I am by myself and I'm making way too much, I'm not going to put the noodle in. But what I'm going to do is once I am done, I'm going to save the stock and then use the noodle for the next day. So my dinner tomorrow will just be the noodles and the stock. We'll turn that down just a bit more. Usually they set this up, the family sits around, and You set this up on the table, the family sits around and everybody kind of waits. This is, again, as I said again, this is quite a normal winter food. So it's quite hot, it's quite enjoyable. Everybody gets a choice of what they want to put in it. And you really can't screw it too much up unless you maybe boil it too much. But nabe is, or not nabe, yeah, nabe is, it's one of those foods that there's so many different types of ways to make it. So right now I am just doing more of a traditional janko nabe. I'm still learning Japanese, sorry, excuse me. So, I'm gonna take that off again. Let's see if I can. Ooh. As a chef, thank God I got very stable, strong hands. Let's see if I can show you a little bit without breaking anything. Can I move this? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So we'll just leave that cook for just a few more minutes. It is almost done. Make sure not to break anything. You're not allowed to see the dishes. There we go. I mean, no, you don't want to see the dishes, right? Nobody wants to see the dishes. It's the clean cooking part. So we'll throw all this back. The cooker is a traditional propane cooker called My Cooker. This one here. The family's had it for a while. I didn't really leave much left of this. I was supposed to save a lot of it. It was not really expensive. I find when somebody says expensive in Japan and I'm paying $3 for something so tasty. Well, it was $2. $1.30, 1,300 or 130 yen, so it's almost close to $2 Canadian. Like the gin itself. This gin, 980 yen. So it's almost $12 for a 26er gin, which is not bad. I could have paid $1,150 for a little bit better gin, but I'm cheap. When it comes to alcohol, gin's gin. Now, Gilby's, if you want to sponsor me too, that'd be great. It's Regan, gmail.com, Regan Welder. Anybody wants to sponsor me, that'd be great. Okay. So we're getting close to being done here. This is a little longer than what I wanted. But I don't have fun with this, right? I'm doing nothing but sharing my experiences here in Japan. Wanted to show it to my family, my friends. Some of the great food that I've been tasting. Usually, yeah, usually you'll see it's a lot more prettier. I mean, my wife said to put everything lovely and pretty, make sure it looks beautiful, but put me in front of a camera and I get so jittery. Okay, so we're pretty well done. I think the pork is done. I think the vegetables is done. Let me just see. Yes. So what we do is we turn this off. Turn it off. Release the cartridge because we are done with it. And again, we're going to grab the very big bowl because this stuff is absolutely tasty. And here we go. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this video today. And if you really liked it, hit that like and subscribe button. I was told to say that. Really, you don't have to like and subscribe. You do you. If you want to leave a mean comment, go ahead. You do you. Not the first time. And here we'll try to make it as pretty as possible. So here we go. Nabe. Very traditional Chenko nabe. And I want to thank everybody again for coming here. And I hope you have a great evening and talk to you soon. Arigato.